Yoga, India's gift to well-being of the world. Proposed by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, the International Day of Yoga was conceived by the United Nations. Harness the benefits of yoga right here. Ayurveda for optimal health. A host of wellness therapies. Detox spas. Naturopathy. Rustic meditations. Ancient science. Seeking the peace within. Satiate your senses. The perfect destination to heal your mind, body, and soul.
Incredible India.
India, where hospitality is a culture. Luxury is a way of life. Home to royal dynasties. Heritage palaces with futuristic amenities. Spellbinding oases in the desert. Kingdom on wheels. Splurge afloat a cruise or a plush houseboat. Tee off at the scenic golf course. Experience the majestic lifestyle. Global flavors served on hand-picked silverware. Lush polo grounds. Hand-woven apparels. Exclusively crafted jewels. Feel the flair. Indulge your soul.
Incredible India.
Indian culture is a galaxy of diverse conventions. Flora and fauna. Rituals. Cuisines. Most revered pilgrimage circuits for Hindus. Larger-than-life religious fairs, offering spiritual peace and tranquility to the world. India offers an unparalleled ethereal delight to the world. Come to India, bless your soul.
Incredible India.
India, a symphony of tastes and textures. Rich dining experiences. To exclusive street food tours. Perfection spread out on a dastarkhan. The best kept secrets from royal kitchens. Explore global influences in local favorites. Count your blessings on a banana leaf. Piping hot curries, puris and parathas. Enrich yourself with the most fragrant herbs. Sizzle your taste buds with some bhoot chalakia. sweetmeats and puddings of the walk, legendary food festivals. Up your culinary game with a blend of several cultures and civilizations served on a plate. Satiate your soul.
Incredible India.
Standing tall to unite us all. India is becoming the world's favorite destination. Revenue generation of over 195 billion US dollars. Hosting around 17 million tourists annually. Single window immigration clearance powered by Digital India. 21 international airports. Biggest rail network in Asia. Multi-lane highways. Hundreds of luxury properties. World Heritage Sites. More than 500.
That is the first batch. Okay.
Every sunrise is like a new page, a chance to write ourselves and receive each day in all its glory. Each day is a wonder.
Namaskar and a very good evening, Honorable Chief Guest, respected dignitaries, Principal Sir, our eminent guests, faculty members, and my dear friends.
On behalf of the entire IHM PUSA family, I, Advitya Sinha,
And I, Anindita Das,
feel proud and honored to welcome everyone to our Institute's annual day celebration, Abhyudhaya 2022.
it takes immense pleasure to share with you that this year we are also celebrating the Diamond Jubilee of our prestigious institute.
I would now request Shri Kamal Kant Pant, Principal IHM PUSA, to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Arvind Singh Ji, IAS, Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and Chairman of Board of Governors of IHM PUSA.
Ms. Meenakshi Sombli, Head of Department Food Production, to welcome Mr. V.S. Datta, First Batch Alumnus IHM PUSA, First President PIMA, former Vice President Fortune Hotels, President India International Culinary Academy.
Ms. Nimisha Sheth, Head of Department Food and Beverage Service, to welcome Shri Gyan Bhushan Ji, Economic Advisor, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and CEO, NCHM CT.
Mr. Anil Goel, Head of Department Rooms Division, to welcome Mr. Arindam Kunar, President PIMA.
Dr. Anshu Singh, to welcome Mr. Anupam Das Gupta, General Manager, Leela Palace Hotel.
ये तो आया नहीं है अरिंदम कुन्नार नहीं था बेटे अरिंदम कुन्नार है कि नहीं आ गए हैं तो अरिंदम कुन्नार से किसको करवाया है अरिंदम कुन्नार हो गया लकी निकल गए तुम आ गए मिस्टर अनुपम दास गुप्ता नेक्स्ट कौन है
Ms. Mamta Bish, to welcome Mr. Kishore Joshi, General Manager, JP Siddharth Hotel.
Ms. Aarti Ghai, to welcome Chef Devendra Kumar, Vice President Food and Beverage Production, Executive Chef, Le Meridian.
Mr. Ashish Sharma, to welcome Mr. Satvir Singh, Director Studies, NCHMCT.
Mr. Vipul, to welcome Mr. Bhuvnesh Khanna, CEO, BW Community at Business World.
Ms. Shraddha Sharma, to welcome Mr. Kamal Kant Pant, Principal, IHM PUSA. Dr. Shweta Mishra, to welcome Mr. Kamal Kant Pant, Principal, IHM PUSA. We heartily welcome you all.
But yonder comes the powerful king of day, rejoicing in the east, the lessening cloud, the kindling azure, and the mountain's brow, illume with liquid gold, his near approach, betoken glad, lo, now apparent all. Aslant the dew-bright earth and colored air, he looks in boundless majesty abroad, and sheds the shining day that burnished place on rocks and hills and towers and wandering streams, high gleaming from afar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the perpetual gleam of the sun's rays as it rummages through the lands and blesses us with bountiful resources. As we celebrate the first ray of sunrise, something that represents and acts as a beacon of our collective spirit, Abhyudhaya, the theme for this year's annual day, exudes the same essence.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्न कुरु मे देव सर्व कार्येषु सर्वदा। आज के इस पावन अवसर पर ईश्वर का आशीर्वाद लेते हुए हम इस कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करते हैं। मैं अनुरोध करता हूं मुख्य अतिथि श्री अरविंद सिंह जी, गणमाननीय अतिथि श्री ज्ञानभूषण जी, श्री वीएस दत्ता जी, श्री अरिंदम कुनार जी एवं प्रधानाचार्य महोदय श्री कमलकांत पंत जी से कि वो आकर दीप प्रज्वलन करें।
महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुरुगुरवे
गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्म सदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्र परित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्ड खण्डकाय
गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरी
Now, I request Principal Sir to present the welcome address and the annual report for the year 2021-22.
Honorable Secretary Sir and the Chairman of IHM PUSA Society, Honorable members of the Board of Governors of this institute, Chef Manjeet Singh Gill, Mr. Gyan Bhushan, Mr. Satveer Singh, uh, esteemed guests from the industry, Mr. Anupam Das Gupta, Madam Sangeeta Gandhi, Mr. Kishore Joshi, and our own alumni, the president of PIMA, our first batch, the torch bearer batch graduate of this institute, Shri Virendra Singh Datta ji, dear friends, people who are joining this program by the virtual mode, my fellow principals, faculty of other institutions, our colleagues from the industry, National Council and different places, my dear students, it's a privilege for me to be welcoming you today on the annual day of IHM PUSA. This happens to be the Diamond Jubilee year of the institution. It's been nearly 60 years that this institution was established, and through ups and downs, this is where we are. And before I read out my annual report for the past 1 year, I would like to start with a very positive note. We've just been out of a very difficult situation, but I feel there is a lot of positive that we have to look forward to. And I feel that this institution, this great institution, is in a very sweet spot. We have got a very visionary and very supportive management, the board of directors of the institute. We have got the industry which is very supportive, complementing the effort that we are making at this institution for effective learning of our students. We have got alumni which is totally engaged, the faculty which has got the kind of confidence and pride in working with one another, and the students, I think, more eager than ever to learn and make a mark for themselves. It is not only for themselves and their families that they want to excel in life, but it is for the society, it is for the industry, it is for the economy of this country that they want to excel in their lives. So in this sweet spot, I'm sure that best is yet to come as far as IHM PUSA is concerned. With the permission of the chair, I'm sorry I may have missed Chef DK and other luminaries, our old students, people who have helped us in conducting our classes, Dr. Nasha I see, and other dignitaries I see. From the bottom of my heart, I wish to welcome each one of you to this annual day celebration of this institute. Now, last 1 year, as we have said, that it was a very difficult year. But first of all, I would like to go over with what are the different programs which were there on offer in the past 1 year. We ran 5 programs and started with the graduate program, which is the MSc degree, 2 years degree. Then the BSc, which is the flagship program, a 3-year BSc program, and then diploma bakery and confectionery, and another diploma in food and beverage service, and another program which is the craftsmanship course in food production and patisserie. The enrollment in different programs has been like this. Now MSc, we are almost a seat capacity of 50 we have, so 49 was a very good number. People from across the country we have received in this program. Likewise in the BSc program as well, we did receive students from the length and breadth of the country, and about 320 is what our total capacity is. So almost full we have got. But because of the pandemic, because of the difficulty which was there, our short duration program, which are otherwise very strong programs, I walk across a country, different places I go to, and I come across people who are the general managers and executive chefs and donning uniforms which are the leadership positions in there, and they are graduate of these different programs. So against a capacity of 150 seats, we have been able to enroll 81 in diploma, bakery and confectionery. Again, 26 out of a seat capacity of 80 in food and beverage service, and again a seat capacity of 150, only 19, 3 students in the other program. As far as the academic result, these are the final year, the final term and examination results, which are the students are examined by the National Council. And BSc, the semester 1, we had 99.36% result. BSc third semester, one batch which takes the theory examination remains in the institute, 99.33%, and the other batch which goes to the industry for internship, they had 100% pass percentage. And likewise the BSc fifth semester, we had a pass percentage of 98.80. And the students, as we can see down there, this is how the percentages have been arrived at. Now, financial position in the last 1 year, because of the pandemic, since the students were not available here in the institution, our hostels and the mess facilities was not utilized at all. And on the other hand, we had difficulty, maintaining an old infrastructure. And when we had to make these things ready for receiving the students again, a lot of refurbishment and repair work we had to do. So that is something, which has reflected in our bottom line. If we compare it with the previous year, where we had a 22 million kind of a surplus, we had to restrict to 6.5 million only in the previous year. So it really pinched us very, very strongly in the last year, that we close. This is financial year 2020-21. Then awards and recognition, as has been put up by our IT team, the Cynics Club, India Today, The Week, The Outlook, and this is Global HRD Committee, they have ranked this institution as #1 in the country, the market leader. Then these are the kind of, I take pride because the students, we try to involve them in real life kind of projects, and these are the consultancies, which help our students to get a real life kind of an experience. And then IIIDEM, which is the India International Institute of Democracy Management, Election and Democracy Management, it is in Dwarka, promoted by Election Commission of India. Not only we have done the soft skills training for staff from across the country for them, but even their catering facilities and their international guest house that they are putting together, their facility planning, the designing work is being done by our institute. Railway board, the railway minister's office, and even the prime minister's office, the kind of catering and other support staff, these people are coming here every weekend. As we are speaking, every weekend these people are coming here and fine-tuning, their skills to serve the VVIPs and all in the ministries and in those high-profile kind of offices. Butterflies is a NGO which helps with, disadvantaged children, people who are differently abled, and our chefs are supporting them and training these people on their behalf. Then All India Institute of Ayurveda, which is there in Sarita Vihar, we did some soft skill training for all the doctors and the patient contact staff that they are having there. IARI, we did joint workshops with them, very fulfilling kind of experiences we had, especially in the area of putting proper use to the millets. And 2 workshops we have done. One workshop was there for young entrepreneurs who wanted to try their hands in developing products and packaging them out of millets. And another one was for a different kind of a target group. So 2 workshops we have done. We have done programs for Spice Board of India. They wanted to take a help in motivating the exporters, telling them, where all Indian spices could be utilized, globally, and like where the target areas where they should be laying their maximum emphasis on. And this thing which we talked about, in beverage industry, in making of gin and making of different kind of liqueurs, they really appreciate that. And then there are more programs, they have offered us in days to come. And there are more. Nagaro is a IT giant which wanted to do different kinds of programs, for their annual day calendars. So different companies, this is an exhaustive list, but the largest 7 clients, in terms of the value of business that they have given us, we have enlisted them here. Then the placements, the year was not an easy one, but I put my sincere appreciation to the team here in placements. They have been persistent, following up on people, and this is how we have been able to place our students. So restaurants 21%, the supply chains, bulk of the thing 41%, and the hotels only 10%. We can understand the situation for the hotels was not really very rosy pleasant, but our students had got takers in allied industries, in e-commerce and in other kind of businesses, and that is a very heartening thing for all of us too. But this year again, with the hotels looking up, the recruitment in the core sector has started, and the figures are much more impressive as we go on. Then this is the breakup of students. Now there is a trend that people, Startup India, I guess, it is really getting some steam, and there are as many as 20 students out of a batch of 250 odd students graduating who wish to try their hands in entrepreneurship. Then higher studies, going abroad for further education, 42 students have been there. And then there are some students who did not want to take a break as far as their career breakthrough was concerned, and they said they did not offer themselves for placements. And then some other people. So this is how the breakup was there. These are the different kinds of workshops we were able to do during the pandemic. I think the industry, I have to put on record my appreciation for our catering expert on the board of governors, Chef Gill, and also to Chef DK, because whenever we have approached them, they have extended the help and support of their hotels, their senior chefs, and made these workshops possible in this institution. Besides, there were restaurant business trend. We, since it was the year in which we complete 60 years, we had too many plans for this particular year. But then, because of the pandemic, December onwards, again the lockdown was imposed because of the Omicron threat that we had in the country. So we wanted to take many of our programs in the online mode, and in this August year, we felt that this being the first institution which was promoted by the government, we must not only be thinking about the faculty development of our own, and therefore we made this facility available to our sister institutions across the country. And these are the kind of different programs which we made available. And people, this was one on kebabs of India, then other which was for desserts and beverages, different workshop we had. And then Monin is another big brand which makes syrups and all. They did a week-long program with us, covering the entire spectrum of the beverages, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, stimulant, every variety, for a week-long kind of a workshop here. So there were number of other activities. Mithas was Indian desserts. I think one of our own alumnus who hails from the family which promotes this Kaleva group of sweet shops and restaurants. And what a wonderful experience we have had in this particular faculty development program. Again, a 3-day program, very engaging. Even people who were attending it remotely, they found it very engaging, and there was a deluge of questions and comments that we were receiving. And then a chef story, Nagaros, that consultancy work, and Korean workshop we had. This time, since the Korean institute that we are partners with, they could not dispatch a expert native chef from Korea. We took help from one of the hotels in town which caters to a lot of Korean diaspora in the country, and with their help we organized this workshop. Then different faculty development program. our restaurant trends, what is coming in, and the concepts of microbreweries and the concepts of, food fads. All of this was covered in this faculty development program, and there were different kind of, we being institution which is promoted by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, the campaigns which are started by or which are initiated by the Ministry of Tourism, we take pride in giving our best effort for making them successful. So these are different Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. We have got some plans going on July as a run up to that culmination of that program, and then Ek Bharat Shresh Bharat and different kind of programs we are going to show our participation in that. So different programs are there throughout the year. Most of it has been covered by our Cynics team in their short video. So I would, for want of time, I would not like to go over with it once again. And with that, I would like to, the list is very, very long, but I understand, we have pressure of time, and for that reason, I would like to thank you once again for gracing this occasion and giving us the pleasure of your company in this annual day function. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. आज के परिवर्तनशील विश्व वातावरण में ये आवश्यक है कि हम आपसी मतभेद और द्वेष की भावना को त्याग कर एकजुट होकर आगे बढ़ें। सबके साथ ही परिवर्तन संभव है।
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Maitrim Bhajata with this hope to rise the spirit of humanity and kindness.
हरिजयत्री मैत्री भजत अखिल हरिजयत्री.
This depiction is a proof that there is always a ray of light in the darkness of present times.
Now, I, Anchita Shah,
And I, Kunal Sachdeva,
would like to take this opportunity to start with the first set of awards. I request Mr. V.S. Datta, Mr. Bhuvanesh Khanna, and Chef Devendra Kumar to come up on the stage and give away the awards. I request Miss Minakshi Sumli, Head of Department Food Production, to accompany the guest.
The Vivek Singh Datta Memorial Cash Award of Rs 10,000 for the academic topper of MSc Hospitality Administration batch of 2018-20, sponsored by Mrs. Alka Datta and Mr. V.S. Datta, goes to Ms. Sehal Ratra, MSc HA batch of 2018-20. The Vivek Singh Datta Memorial Cash Award of Rs 10,000 for the academic topper of MSc HA batch of 2019-21, sponsored by Mrs. Alka Datta and Mr. V.S. Datta, goes to Mr. Malhar Mohapatra, MSc HA batch of 2019 and 21. I request Mr. Mohammad Mas to collect the award on his behalf. Shri Biru Singh Memorial Award, comprising of trophy and cash prize of Rs 5,000 for first position in second year BSc Hospitality and Hotel Administration 2020-21, sponsored by Dr. Anshu Singh, goes to Ms. Ravneet Kaur, BSc HHA second year, session 2020-21. Cash Award of Rs 10,000 and a trophy for the first position in the first year of BSc HHA 2020-21, sponsored by Mr. Lalit Narula, goes to Mr. Abhiroop Ray, BSc HHA first year, session 2020-21. Trophy and cash award of Rs 5,000 for the academic topper of Diploma, Bakery and Confectionery for the batch of 2020-21, sponsored by IEC, goes to Mr. Ambuj Kumar, DBC, batch of 2020-21. trophy and cash award of rupees 10,000 for the academic topper of Diploma Food and Beverage Services for the batch of 2020-21, sponsored by IEC, goes to Mr. Chirag Sharma, Diploma F&B Service batch of 2020-21.
Trophy and cash award of rupees 5,000 for the academic topper of craftsmanship course in food production and patisserie for the batch of 2020-21, sponsored by IEC, goes to Mr. Kushagra Madan, CCFP, batch of 2020-21.
Memorial Running Trophy and a cash award of rupees 10,000 for the first position in accommodation operation of third year BSc HHA 2020-21, sponsored by Mr. Manu Kapoor, goes to Miss Drishti Batra, BSc HHA third year session 2020-21. I request Ms. Shubhamita Bakshi to collect the prize on her behalf.
Suman Kapoor Memorial Running Trophy and a cash award of rupees 10,000 for first position in accommodation operations of second year BSc HHA 2020-21, sponsored by Mr. Manu Kapoor, goes to Ms. Anchita Saha, BSc HHA second year session 2020-21.
Kapoor Memorial Running Trophy and a cash award of rupees 10,000 for the first position in accommodation operation of first year BSc HHA 2020-21, sponsored by Mr. Manu Kapoor, goes to Mr. Abhyudhaya, BSc HHA first year session 2020-21. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. V.S. Datta, IICF founder, president, DHM SS, has over 50 years of versatile experience in hotel and hospitality industry through assignments in India and overseas. He started as a graduate of IHM PUSA and Oberoi School of Hotel Management and has held diverse and challenging positions including that of Executive Chef and General Manager of Hotels.
Now, I request Mr. V.S. Datta, first batch alumnus IHM PUSA, first President PIMA, former Vice President Fortune Hotels, President India International Culinary Academy, to come up on the stage and address this August gathering.
Honored guests and dear colleagues, fellow students, it's a great honor to be invited on the Diamond Jubilee of an institute which I started at the same time. The institute is 60 years old and I am going to be 76 plus. So you can well imagine a 16-and-a-half-year-old boy joining this institute with a career and aspirations in mind. The institute has rewarded me with a wonderful career and has taken me all around the world. And I can only thank my faculty, my fellow colleagues and teachers, and the industry which supported me to bring it to this level. I must thank the current institute principal, Mr. Kamal Kant, for keeping the flag flying of the institute, that we can proudly say today on the market that I am an IHM PUSAite. That's a great privilege to be addressed today. To my students, I would only say there's a great future waiting for you. There's an extreme shortage of good people out there. So become good, and become good at least one thing, become an expert. Choose whatever you want, but become the best in it. Be a good human being. At the same time, devote a lot of time to your good health. It is only the health which takes you through. Our industry has no chairs for the staff and faculties, for the people working there. So be strong, stay healthy, and I can assure you, you can never fail in life. I wish you all a great luck, and thank you very much once again for calling me here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
महापुरुषों की महानता और चरित्र की कोई सीमा नहीं होती। हमारी अगली प्रस्तुति ब्रह्मनाद हम सबको प्रेरित करती है कि हम अपने व्यक्तित्व को इस प्रकार गढ़े कि हम विश्व शांति और प्रगति में अपना योगदान करें।
The human body and mind has great possibility to harmonize its inner strength to keep the ray of hope and unity illuminated. Panch Tattva Dance Society of IHM PUSA brings to you Brahmanad, a unique semi-classical dance.
Let's welcome them together with a warm applause.
As we start with the second set of awards, I request Mr. Arindam Kunar, Mr. Satveer Singh, Mr. Kishore Joshi to come up on the stage and give away the awards. I request Ms. Nimisha Seth, Head of Department, Food and Beverage Services, to accompany the guest. I would also request Mr. Neeraj Chandok to join us on the stage.
Trophy and cash award of rupees 5,000 for the all-rounder student of MSc HA, batch of 2020-22, sponsored by Mr. Neeraj Chandok. And the award goes to Mr. Hari Krishna Chaudhary, MSc HA, batch of 2020-22.
Trophy and cash award of rupees 5,000 for all-rounder student of third year BSc HHA session 2021-22, sponsored by IEC. And the award goes to Ms. Sahiti Putnuru, BSc HHA third year session 2021-22.
Trophy and cash award of rupees 5,000 for the all-rounder student of second year BSc HHA session 2021-22, sponsored by IEC. The award goes to Mr. Kanishk Vidhani, BSc HHA second year session 2021-22.
Shri M.N. Tandon and Shri Sher Singh Memorial Award comprising of trophy and cash prize of rupees 5,000 for all-rounder student of first year BSc HHA session 2021-22, sponsored by Ms. Sakshi Sharma, and the award goes to Mr. Niket Bhalla, BSc HHA first year session 2021-22.
Cash award of rupees 5,000 for the all-rounder student of Diploma Bakery and Confectionery session 2021-22, sponsored by IEC. And the award goes to Miss Ingosa Genevieve, Diploma Bakery and Confectionery session 2021-22.
Trophy and cash prize of rupees 5,000 for all-rounder student of Diploma Food and Beverage Service session 2021-22, sponsored by IEC, and the award goes to Ms. Kaveri Vaishnav, Diploma Food and Beverage Service session 2021-22.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Arindam Kunar, an alumnus of IHM PUSA, batch 1991. Sir is the Vice President Operations at Fortune Park Hotel. Sir is a passionate hotelier and has been working as General Manager at various Taj properties. He has also been an integral part of Intercontinental Hotels Group.
Now, I request Mr. Arindam Kunnar, President, PIMA, to please address the gathering.
How's the Josh? Could be higher, especially after that dance performance. I must tell you, just absolutely astounding talent you have here. And I was remembering my time, of course, it was 31 years back. And we've got alumni here who's even from much before. But I must say, absolutely amazing energy and enthusiasm in the team. Mr. Singh, Mr. Pant, faculty veterans, faculty of the college, veterans of the industry, and of course the students. I have a very big burden on my shoulder, that of the president of PIMA, but I must tell you that I represent today a very, very distinguished set of ladies and gentlemen who have passed the halls of this college. And while I was sitting there and I was looking at the performance and I was thinking of my days in this college, I'm reminded of the fact that the head of most of the hotel companies in the country today are actually part of this college. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, an amazing ode to the various professors, and if I'm allowed to say chachas, who have all been nurturing us for many, many years. So if you look at the head of Postcard, head of Leela, head of Radisson, head of Marriott, head of Taj, it's just unbelievable the kind of talent this college has produced and continues to produce, which also means that all of you sitting here today have a great opportunity to be sitting on those chairs one day and heading a large, well-known, established hotel brand. May it be international, may it be domestic, or may it be a brand that you have created for your own self. I just want to say that it's been an amazing journey for PIMA. There have been, Mr. Dutt was the first president, Mr. Lamba, followed by me, and there will be other presidents to come along this August organization. But one thing is common across each one of us, in that is the respect, the love, and the affection that we've all had for the college. And it's, in my view, it's continued this way because it's a two-way street. We've received so much of attention, so much of love, so much of, support from Mr. Pant and the faculty. It's just been amazing. And the last 2 years, as you all know, have been very, very trying for the industry. So I'll just give you a quick brief of what we've been doing at the PIMA, and a lot of people just talk about PACE, which is the annual event, and unfortunately from 2019 was the last time we could do it, and I'm sure we will do it as we go along this year. There are plans which are happening as we speak. But we've continued to, we've just launched a new website as of day before yesterday, with a good set of people at the executive committee working very hard to launch it. So please visit the PIMA website. It's relaunched yesterday. We've re-energized the social media capability within the team so that we reach out to more people. Last year, I can see Kama sitting here. He initiated, along with the rest of the executive committee, international chapters. We were able to create international chapters in US, Australia, Singapore, and Southeast Asia, and we hope that we will be able to get more going. We were very fortunate that we had benevolent students out of this college who contributed to a crowdfunding initiative, and I think there was some work that was done in this Audi because of the crowdfunding initiative. So we're very proud of that. Every year we do a student membership drive, and I think the last few student membership drives have been extremely successful. We started a few things last year, guys, and unfortunately because of challenges that we've had in the industry, we were not able to keep up pace, but hopefully as we go along, we're going to drive that. And one is the batch ambassador. So we've got one person who's represented in the PIMA from every batch, and we want to energize that as we go forward. And of course, we started the PIMA newsletter, but we ran out of steam, and that's something that we want to re-energize as we go along. So there is a lot of stuff that we want to do. We are grateful to the college for giving us the support, and we are also grateful to all the faculty who are always extending the support to PIMA. But at the same time, I don't think there is any other hotel management college in this country where the alumni reaches out to the college. And the interesting thing is that even though they are still not in the hotel industry, they've probably moved on from hotel industries, but they are still linked to the college. And I bet you, in spite of all the other education that some of our alumni has done, IHM PUSA continues to remain their most favorite institution. And that's the spirit of IHM PUSA. I must confess that I was very looking forward to announcing the Student of the Year award. Unfortunately, as you know, there has been a lot of, if I may use the word, chaos in the industry, and therefore it's been a bit delayed. But we have shortlisted 6 candidates out of the applications that have come in. And my regrets to the students and to the principal that we are not able to announce it today, but please be assured that we will announce it. It's a very important part of the PIMA annual activity. And with that, I would like to thank all of you and wish you all students all the best, wish you the faculty all the best, and principal sir, thank you so much. God bless IHM PUSA.
Thank you, sir.
योग मुख्य रूप से आध्यात्मिक अनुशासन है जिसमें जीवन शैली का पूर्ण सार आत्मसार किया गया है। योग एक कला के साथ-साथ एक विज्ञान भी है जो मनुष्य को एक संपूर्ण व्यक्तित्व के निर्माण के साथ एक बेहतर जीवन शैली अपनाने का अवसर प्रदान करता है।
Yoga is our ancestral way of life. The next performance is a soulfully designed Yogini Nrityam, emphasizing on the different yogic kriyas, enlightening one's body and soul to become a grounded human being, thus contributing to nation building.
Recently, the Government of India celebrated Yoga Utsav, marking 75 days to International Day of Yoga in relation to Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
pa ma ga ga re sa ga ma pa ga ma pa ga ma pa ga ma pa ni sa ni pa ma sa ga ma pa ma ga re sa pa ma ga ma pa ma ga ma pa ma ga ma pa. Patanjali Guna Rupagya.
As we start with the third set of awards, I request Mr. Anupam Das Gupta, Mr. Rupak Seth, Mr. Anubhav Sapra, and Mr. Kamalaksh Kama to come up on the stage and give away the awards. I request Mr. Anil Goel, Head of Department's Rooms Division, to accompany the guest.
I request Mrs. Nandini Shivpuri and Ms. Sharvini Shivpuri to join us on the stage as well. Mr. Alok Shivpuri Memorial Running Trophy and Cash Award of Rs 11,000 for the most promising student of the third year BSc HHA for the session 2021-22, sponsored by Mrs. Nandini Shivpuri. And the award goes to Mr. Akash Paranjpe, BSc HHA, third year, session 2021-22.
Alok Shivapuri Memorial Running Trophy and Cash Award of Rs 11,000 for the most promising student of craftsmanship course in food production and patisserie for the session 2021-22, sponsored by Mr. Dharmendra Sharma. And the award goes to Ms. Mamta Singh, CCFP, session 2021-22.
trophy and cash award of rupees 5,000 for Miss Personality of 3rd year BSc HHA 2021-22, sponsored by IEC, goes to Miss Suruchi Bhatnagar, BSc HHA 3rd year, session 2021-22.
Trophy and cash award of rupees 5,000 for Mr. Personality of 3rd year BSc HHA 2021-22, sponsored by IEC, goes to Mr. Anshu Kumar Lat, BSc HHA 3rd year session 2021-22.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Mr. Anupam Das Gupta brings with him over 25 years of extensive hospitality experience, having worked with leading hotels like the Oberoi Grand Kolkata, Yak and Yeti Kathmandu, the Trident Hilton, Jaipur, Ananda in the Himalayas, Ista Hyderabad, and ITC Villas.
Prior to joining the Leela, Anupam Das Gupta was the general manager at the Oberoi, Mumbai. Now, I would request Sir to please address the gathering.
Namaskar, good evening. Mr. Kant, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here with all of you today. Respected alumni, all the invitees here, and of course our wonderful students here of this college. Gives me great pleasure to be here today with all of you and to see these wonderful, jovial faces all around. Most importantly, I know for a fact that this institute is in very, very good hands. Of course, it's been 60 years for this institute, and it's been an absolutely fabulous journey for this institute, as Mr. Kunar himself mentioned. So many leading executives of the top hotels of this country today are now being led by alumni of this fabulous institute, and that goes without saying that it will continue in the future. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be here today, and I really look forward to a glittering future for all of you, all those young students here who are aspiring to be hoteliers of the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I request Mr. Gyan Bhushan, Chef Manjeet Singh Gill, and Colonel Mandala to come up on the stage and give away the awards. I request Dr. Anshu Singh, Senior Faculty, to accompany the guest. I would also request Ms. Rukmani to join us on the stage. I would request Mr. Raj Lakshmi to accompany Ms. Raj Lakshmi to accompany us on the stage.
Dr. Ankur Bhatia Memorial Award, comprising of trophy, certificate and cash prize of rupees 16,000 for the meritorious student of craftsmanship course in food production and patisserie, batch of 2020-21, sponsored by the board group, goes to Miss Alia Zedi, CCFP, batch of 2020-21.
Dr. Ankur Bhatia Memorial Award, comprising of trophy, certificate and cash prize of rupees 16,000 for the meritorious student of craftsmanship course in food production and patisserie, batch 2020-21, sponsored by the Bird Group, goes to Mr. Vasu Jain, CCFP, batch of 2020-21.
Dr. Ankur Bhatia Memorial Award, comprising of trophy, certificate and a cash prize of rupees 16,000 for the meritorious student of craftsmanship course in food production and patisserie, batch of 2020-21, sponsored by the Bird Group, goes to Mr. Rahul Dhasmana, CCFP, batch of 2020-21.
Trophy and cash award of rupees 5,000 for first position in virtual chess competition, sponsored by IHM PUSA, goes to Mr. Kshitij Gupta, BSc HHA, second year, session 2021-22.
Books worth rupees 5,000 are sponsored by Dr. Mrs. Renu Agarwal for the Institute Library in the memory of their son Anshumali Agarwal. I would like to invite Dr. Dinesh Namdev, librarian IHM PUSA, to please come up on the stage and receive the books. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Shri Gyan Bhushan Ji, Economic Advisor, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and CEO of NCH City, is heading major departments of Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, namely Human Resource Development, Official Language Division, RTI Cell, and Infrastructure Division.
मैं अनुरोध करता हूं हमारे गणमान्य अतिथि श्री ज्ञान भूषण जी, आर्थिक सलाहकार पर्यटन मंत्रालय भारत सरकार व मुख्य कार्यकारी अधिकारी NCHM सिटी से कि वह सभा में उपस्थित सभी को संबोधित करें।
Namaskar. Thank you very much for inviting me. Let me first say Honorable Secretary Tourism, Government of India, and the Chairman of Board of Governor of IHM PUSA is here. So welcome to this function, sir. Along with many luminaries I can see from the industry who are here, who are associated with this institute for a long period of time. They have spent their many precious years So I welcome, and I, on behalf of ministry also, we welcome you in this premier institute of the ministry, Government of India. Let me say a few things about this institute. We have been seeing this institute grow over a period of time. So last few years I have seen this institute to grow. And we have been supportive of this institute in whatever manner we can, both in terms of the hard infrastructure, which we fund through various schemes of the ministry, and also through other whatever manner we can support in terms of difficult times, as we have seen, all of us have seen during the COVID time, that how to take it forward. Nobody had any clue, because we have never seen this kind of episode in our lifetime or anybody's lifetime. So that time also the institute has really come up very well and engaged with the students and the faculty and all the stakeholders from the industry. So many congratulations to you, especially on an annual day which is happening on a physical mode, which we were missing for the last 2 years actually. So many congratulations on this day. Only thing for PUSA, it's always stretching the limit. So I share a very good news. I think many of you may be aware that the IHMs in India have been ranked 14th in the CEO world, published by US, and this institute is 14th, and the number one is the Nolan School of Hotel Management, which is at Cornell. And we have, with the support and blessings of Secretary Sir, we have a program of tie-up with the Cornell Hotel School, where we are going to send our faculty. This has been given go-ahead by Secretary Sir, because it was holding for 2 years because of the Corona time. And so we are going, because the faculty and the whoever are teaching and educating the students are very, very critical. So we have to really upgrade the skill constantly. So that is number one. In fact, I was surprised that Oxford Hotel School is 6th at number, and 14th, nowhere, I don't think anybody from Asia also figures in the top 14. So Oxford is only 6th. Most of them are from the US. So we have to really get to the occasion and make ourselves even more marketable in that sense, and taking forward the IHM brand, because IHM brand is very good. My suggestion to the faculty and all the stakeholders here would be to do some product innovation, which we have not been doing. In India, we have hardly any new product which is launched. And from the entire life cycle of that product, right from conceptualizing to iterating it 1,000 and 2,000 times and make it international level and take it to the world, brand it, market it, and then establish it. So we have to really come up to that occasion and that standard. That why can't we have for example, a Ragi Maggi, which is giving tough competition to a Nestle Maggi, for example. There are several examples which could happen taking that clue. So I would encourage, because you are number one in the country and you are the sort of a limit setter. So you have to really stretch it out and go out of the box thinking and do something which is very, very new. So my very best wishes to all the students, all the faculty members, all the stakeholders, all the dignitaries here on this special occasion of annual day. Thank you very much. I hope the coming year would be much more enjoyable, I would say, for the students when you are in the campus. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You're a path, so am I, and is compassion like an ocean. The world is pure, if pure is your vision. Brimming over, on and on. Completely based on the theme of motherhood, compassion, and ultimately happiness, this is the very mesmerizing track of what promises to be an unforgettable experience.
हमारी अंतिम सांस्कृतिक प्रस्तुति जरिया मानवता और ईश्वर के विराट रूप का संग्रह है। इस संगीत प्रस्तुति के साथ हम ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि वे मानवता को सुख समृद्धि प्रदान करें। Now a Savary, the Music Society of IHM PUSA, brings to you Zaria.
किसी भी संस्थान की सफलता के पीछे उसके शिक्षकों, विद्यार्थियों एवं कर्मचारियों का कठिन परिश्रम एक बुनियादी ढांचा होता है। श्रीमती मीनाक्षी सुमली एवं श्रीमती निमिषा सेठ सन 1997 से इस संस्थान का एक अभिन्न अंग हैं। हमें यह बताते हुए बहुत हर्ष की अनुभूति हो रही है कि इस वर्ष उनकी सेवा के 25 वर्ष पूर्ण हो रहे हैं।
उनकी इस निष्ठावान सेवा के लिए हम हमारे मुख्य अतिथि श्री अरविंद सिंह जी एवं प्रधानाचार्य महोदय से अनुरोध करते हैं कि वह श्रीमती मीनाक्षी सुमली जी एवं श्रीमती निमिषा सेठ जी को स्मृति चिन्ह से सम्मानित करें। श्रीमती मीनाक्षी सुमली जी। श्रीमती निमिषा सेठ जी।
Srimati V.D. Kothari Memorial Gold Award based on the overall performance in all 3 years of BSc HHA 2019-22, sponsored by Shri Sanjay Kothari ji, and the award goes to Ms. Anchita Saha, BSc HHA 3rd year, session 2021-22. Now I request Mr. Sumit Menon to join us on the stage.
Amit Grover Memorial Award and trophy for the academic topper of BSc HHA batch of 2018 to 21, sponsored by Mrs. Grover and Mr. Amit Grover's friends, goes to Miss Akansha Lakra, BSc HHA batch of 2018-21.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Now I request Mr. Gyan Bhushan, Chef Manjeet Singh Gill and Mr. Satvir Singh to join us on the stage.
I would now request our Honorable Chief Guest and dignitaries to release the Volume 8, Issue 1 of PUSA Journal of Hospitality and Applied Sciences, which has been sponsored by Marketing Research Division, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and the 17th volume of College Annual Magazine, Abhyudhaya 2022.
we are happy to share with you that this year our journal has received EISSN and the volumes are available on our institute's websites.
Our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Arvind Singh, is currently serving as the Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Mr. Singh is a 1988 batch IAS officer of Maharashtra cadre. Sir is the Chairman of IHM PUSA Board of Governors. He moved to Central Deputation in 2001. And since then, he has worked in various ministries, including Commerce and Shipping, and as Private Secretary to the Minister of Agriculture. He served as the Chairman of Airport Authority of India in 2019.
He has served at the Embassy of India, Tokyo, Japan, as the Minister of Economics and Commerce between 2014 to 17. Prior to his posting as the Chief of Airports Authority of India, he has served as Additional Chief Secretary, Energy in Government of Maharashtra. He has also worked as Chairman and Managing Director of Maharashtra State Power Generation Company and the Maharashtra State Electricity Transmission Company. अब मैं अनुरोध करना चाहूंगी हमारे मुख्य अतिथि श्री अरविंद सिंह जी से IAS सचिव पर्यटन मंत्रालय भारत सरकार एवं अध्यक्ष IHM PUSA शासक मंडल से कि वे सभी को अपने अमूल्य शब्दों से संबोधित करें।
Thank you for those kind words of introduction. I have a lot of well-known faces from the industry sitting here. I will try and remember some of the names of those who are present here. So my colleagues from the ministry, Gyan Bhushan. Then we have Shri V.S. Datta, of course, from the first batch of IHM. Mr. Pant, who's the principal here. Chef Gill. Shri Arindam Kumar, who's the head of the Alumni Association. Shri Anupam Das Gupta from Leela. Shri Kishore Joshi, Chef Devendra Kumar. Shri Sadhvir Singh from the CMT under the ministry, Shri Bhuvnesh Khanna, Shri Anubhav Sapra, Chef Mattu, Chef Joshi, Sangeeta Gandhi, whom I met briefly while coming for the function, and of course, for those for whom this function has been organized, that is the students of IHM PUSA, who have done us proud in the past, which is evident from all those who are sitting here, and I'm sure those who are present there here today will continue to do so in the future also. Thank you very much for welcoming me and entertaining us with this lively cultural program. So as other speakers said, it reminded me of my, the prize distribution ceremonies when I was in college or school, and that was many years ago. And recently when I used to go and attend the prize distribution ceremonies for my daughter when she used to go to high school. And the associated emotions of joy and disappointment and happiness that accompanies these functions is something that I remembered when I was sitting here watching the various events unfold and the prizes that were being distributed. So my congratulations to all those who have won prizes, and definitely that shows that your hard work and in that you have done well compared to your peers. And but those who haven't won prizes need not be disappointed. It is just somewhere you have missed the mark. And let me tell you from the experience of life that this should encourage you to work harder and achieve greater heights, and maybe in the future you'll be able to beat those who have won prizes today. So I think this should serve as a motivation, and you should not feel discouraged. IHM PUSA has a very long history and a very checkered tradition,
and which is evident from the fact that whenever I travel in the country, or even when of course, one wasn't able to travel abroad during COVID, but I did a lot of online sessions and online meetings. And recently, when I, was talking to the, I was speaking at an online event at Dubai Expo, and I was talking about the skills that we have in India, and a compliment came from that side at various levels in Dubai, in the Emirates of Dubai, and the people who were speaking from that side were speaking very highly. So I'm sure your students have gone and done some good work there. Similarly, today, just before coming here, I had a meeting with the Japanese ambassador to India, and they are now thinking, just like they were thinking of opening up, and they have opened up the care industry, basically because it's an aging population, they need nurses in large numbers. So they had opened up in the past, and now they're thinking up of opening the hospitality and tourism sector for, professionals from India in the future. So, you'll need Japanese language skills, because there most of the people speak Japanese, and I'm sure that is an opportunity that some of you could look for in the future when countries such as Japan open up. So first they opened for caregivers, now they're opening up for the travel and tourism sector. Now all of you have done very well from having gone from IHM PUSA. The last 2 years were very tough years for the industry. You would have read that there were significant job losses in the tourism sector. There were losses of revenue. Many small units had to shut down. Many businesses had to shut down. But we saw rays of hope in that. In between the waves, we saw the industry bounce back. And each time the bounce back has been stronger. Last year, in the calendar year 2021, in the months of October to December, we saw a very strong bounce back of the industry. And most leading chains and even small hotels were reporting 60 to 90% of occupancy in that period. However, the Omicron variant came in, and that led to a setback in the months of January and February. And already we are, seeing the signs of a very strong bounce back of domestic tourism in the country. I have personal experiences where friends of mine who want to go to some places are ringing up. Like yesterday, I got a call from a friend in Mumbai who wanted to book a spa or a wellness resort in Kerala, where you have to do a 1 or 2 week course. And he was told that he should apply for a position next year. There are no vacancies this year. So for 1 year, there are no slots available there. So that just shows you the bounce back that is happening. We are hearing similar stories from places such as Kashmir, in Goa, and other important tourist places, and even far-flung places, that there is, domestic tourism is reviving very fast. Now that international travel has opened up on the 27th of March, the fares haven't come down as yet. Maybe due to the Russia-Ukraine crisis, maybe due to the rise in fuel prices globally. But the international airfares have not come down. But still, we are seeing, strong indications of bookings. And one industry expert, one industry member went on air to say that they expect international travel to come back to 50% of the pre-COVID levels in this calendar year itself. Now, that's a very optimistic projection. But if that happens, then we'll all welcome it. And the broad indication is that this year and the next year we'll see strong trends of inbound travel, with the international, travel airfare coming down, and we should see international inbound travel into India also growing, some this year and definitely more next year. So all this augurs very well for the industry, and the woes of the past, thanks to a once-in-a-lifetime event of this pandemic, which each one of us will experience only in our lifetime, are probably in the past now, and we should look forward to the industry and the sector growing from strength to strength. All expectations are that by 2030, if everything goes according to normal, the tourism and travel and hospitality sector will be contributing about more than 10% to the Indian economy. Right now, the contribution is hovering between 5 to 6%, but the sector is expected to grow. Employment within the sector is also expected to grow. And as more and more disposable incomes rise in the country, as the numbers in the middle class grow, this is a sector that will grow. So in its wake, it will bring, more employment, more, prospects for entrepreneurship, and more prospects for, leading new ventures, new directions, new ideas. Already, in COVID, during COVID, we saw you had never heard of online classes. So we all started online classes. We started online meetings, hybrid meetings, international meetings, switched to the online mode. I was earlier in the Airports Authority, and we had to switch to a total contactless aircraft boarding system overnight once COVID started. And that was ushered in the country. We have moved to a contactless aircraft boarding system, where even the person at the security counter does not touch you at all. He sees you from behind the screen, and all along the way, the contact is kept minimal. Now that has happened due to this force, and I'm sure we will see more adaptation. We will see more such mitigation measures in the future. And that gives us an opportunity to innovate and see how we can come up with new products, how we can come up with new things, new ideas that excite people. And this is this pandemic has given a chance to pause and rethink. And I'm sure all of you, as you have done, as your peers or your predecessors, your seniors have done, they've shown the path in the industry. Anywhere you go, you see IHM PUSA graduates doing very well. They're heading the top hotel associations, the top hotel companies in the country. I'm sure many of them are in senior positions abroad also. And I'm sure that with the new entrepreneurship or startups that we are seeing, we'll see many more students do very well in that space also, because that is a new area. As and when the country goes more into the area of from the informal to the formal economy, we'll see more startups, we'll see more of digital work happening. I mean, earlier we would never think of so many digital payments, but now we are sitting in the comfort of our homes and making payments on mobile, electricity bills, other bills, and everything we are making them online. We are transferring money, which was unheard of. So I'm sure the new ideas that the entrepreneurs in you will find in the future also. But since you are at the top, one thing that very easily comes when you are at the top is a sense of complacency, that nobody can beat us. We are the best. But I would caution you against that. Don't think about that. Think always of, thinking how I can even be better. Because as Mr. Datta was telling me, there are some students in other institutes who always want to say that I am IHM PUSA. I am an IHM PUSA student. So you should strive to, keep that brand image so that your leadership position within the industry remains intact, and you do not be complacent, but always think of working hard and trying to work in a direction that helps you maintain your competitive edge. We in the ministry, as my colleague Gyan said, will continue our efforts to support the institute in its mission by way of providing infrastructure support or any external support. And since we also know that this is the pride of the IHMs among the 21 IHMs in the country, we definitely give it an extra attention and give it extra care from the ministry, and I'm sure we'll continue to do that. Best of luck, best wishes to the graduate students, and I wish you all success in your future career. Thank you.
Dhanyavad Mahoday. Now I request Principal Sir to come up on the stage and present the memento to our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Arvind Singh Ji.
Meenakshi Sumli ma'am to Shri Gyan Bhushan ji.
Manisha Seth ma'am to Mr. Virendra Singh Datta.
Mr. Anil Goel to Chef Manjeet Singh Gill.
अब मैं अनुरोध करता हूं श्रीमती मीनाक्षी सुमली जी, विभागाध्यक्ष खाद्य उत्पादन से कि वो धन्यवाद प्रस्ताव प्रस्तुत करें।
Well, as per the new norm, we always ask whether I'm audible or not. So, thanking everyone, especially our chief guest, Shri Arvind Singh Ji. Thank you, sir, for making it possible to come over to the Institute and gracing this occasion of our 58th annual day. At the same time, I would like to thank our BOG members, Mr. Gyan Bhushan Ji, Chef Gill, as well as our dear Mr. Satvir, who have taken out their precious time and come over to the Institute to be a part of this occasion. And of course, all the dignitaries that we have from the hospitality industry who have actually graced this occasion and motivated our students with their kind words as well as the presence. At the same time, last of all and not the least, all our students who are there might be today in terms of being a part of the cultural, but at the same time we have the students, those who are working at the back of the house, be that the front office, be that the cynics, or my other colleagues, those who are in the kitchens as well as the bakery. So all of them are there to, and I'm really thanking everyone who have been a part to this annual day. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू मैम। अब मैं आप सभी को अनुरोध करती हूँ कि राष्ट्रगान के सम्मान के लिए अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं।
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे
Thank you everyone for gracing us with your presence today. Now, we would like to request all of our guests to join us for high tea in the conference room. Students, kindly stay back here.